What's up, fellas? Today we're going to turn this thermal cracking pulse jet engine into a powerful job site tool. Behold the pavement panzer. This thing is incredible. I couldn't be happier. It's blasting fist-sized rocks out of the way. Alright, fellas, so I got a tough call to make. The thermal cracker did give us more power. However, lighting this thing is a little bit more tricky with the thermal cracker on there because of the spring effect of the gas pressure inside that coil. It's kind of making it a little bit touchy, but nonetheless the thing is self-lighting. You don't need any extra equipment to light it. However, I do believe I'm going to build another one without a coil on it for this specific tool, because I like to be able to push that button and have this thing lit in 3 seconds versus 30 seconds. Now, typically I don't get this lucky. The thing's working like a damn charm first time around. It blows like a leaf blower. It has a little more thrust than a leaf blower does, except it can melt pavement. Check that out. You can actually remove patch with this thing. Those big chunks you saw me blasting around in the beginning of the video were removed from this area right here. You see here I'm kind of cleaning out these cracks. It's working just as good as the device shown in the video you sent me there, Joe. This thing is working out pretty good. We're working for Joe over at Sealer King LLC today. He is commissioned a build for a compressor-free parking lot tool. They make a device similar to this for doing work on parking lots. However, it requires like a huge $10,000 air compressor or something like that to run the freaking thing. One of those ones you tow behind a truck. So he asked me if I could come up with a solution to getting him out of having to buy all that extra equipment. And this is what I came up with. This is basically a pulse jet engine broomstick. Pretty phenomenal. I've seen these things on the internet for years, but no one was really doing anything useful with them. So, this is what we got, and I could not be happier with how well this thing works. I was worried it wasn't going to have the power to blow rocks and things like that. But I was blowing rocks around the size of my fist, no problem, which is pretty incredible, nonetheless. All right, Joe, these shots are for you. I just want you guys to see what kind of thrust we're working with here. These might be a little bit of a couple of long-winded shots here. I noticed a mud puddle nearby. I thought I'd just use it as an opportunity to show you what kind of thrust is coming off of this thing. The fact that it's blowing gravel around like a leaf blower is definitely incredible. I was really worried about not having enough power to do what we're seeing right there, and I feel like we got lucky. This thing can actually rip chunks of patch off the road. Watch what happens when we hold this in place for a second. It definitely has some serious heating power to go along with all that thrust. We're running at about 2.5 to 3 pounds of thrust, which is more than a leaf blower has. So this thing is incredible. I can't believe how well it's working. I'm shocked that it worked out this well. I did not expect this. I was worried I was going to have to do some nozzle work and make the nozzle better, but I'm calling this done. I'm not doing a single thing else to this. It doesn't need to be any better than this at this point as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to let you guys give this thing a try. Tell me what you think. Does it perform? And we'll make changes after we get some user feedback, because as far as I can tell, I've got quite a bit of experience on the job as a foreman, and I know when a tool is worth it and when it ain't. And I can tell you right now, this thing can get some stuff done. This is an actual viable piece of equipment, not a toy. That son of a bitch works. You kind of need a 4K camera to do before and after on this kind of stuff. I do have a 4K camera, but my computer cannot edit 4K footage. At least the software I have won't do it anyway. I do have a computer that can do it. I have to buy a new editing software that can handle that. It's kind of a rip-off, but this is what we got, Joe. I hope this works out for you guys. I'm going to get that wheel thrown on there for you, and we'll talk about changing out that combustor.